Hi everybody, just a quick update on my 55-gallon deep sand bed tank. This morning I got up and I made the decision to move my 4.5-inch bristlenose Pleco Buttercup from this tank to my 50-gallon planted tank. And the reason I made that decision is because Buttercup within the last couple of weeks has gotten very destructive. She's been doing a lot of digging. She's been uprooting a lot of my plants. And I get up in the morning, a lot of my plants are covered with kind of a thick layer of sand. And what's interesting is that her sibling, Harry, doesn't dig at all. And Harry's in my other 55-gallon tank. And it could be because she really likes the sand. This river sand is very light and fluffy, and I notice the cories love to dig around in it. But they're not destructive, and I'm not worried about them. They don't dig down that deep. They're more of a sand sifter. And I'm a little worried about Buttercup because this is a deep substrate sand bed. I'm worried about her digging down into an anoxic area and releasing some toxic gas. And she does dig down quite deep, and so far she hasn't caused any issues, but I think it's just a matter of time. So this morning I got out my big fine net and I thought, okay kid, it's moving day. And of course, as soon as I turned on the lights, she saw me, she took off. She's like lightning. But fortunately, she attached herself to the bottom of my sponge filter back here. And so what I did, I lifted up on the sponge filter and got the net underneath. And as I was raising the sponge filter up slowly by the airline hose, she kind of dropped off and I was able to catch her. And it only took me like 2 minutes tops to get a hold of her. And since both my 50-gallon and this 55-gallon have almost identical parameters as far as pH and GH, I was able to do a quick acclimation to match the temperatures. And to make her feel more at home, I moved a large piece of driftwood that was in this tank over to the 55-gallon along with her Pleco cave. So she feels right at home already. She seems really happy. She looks great against the black fluorite sand. She really stands out. So I think it was a good thing that I moved her before I had any issues. I've got a new Pleco feeder coming in, hopefully within the next week or two. I'm going to do a little quick product review on it to see how I like it. It hangs off the back of the tank, and to be honest, I've gotten a little tired of getting my arms wet every night, putting a fork in the bottom of the tank with a piece of zucchini on it to weigh it down, and then have to reach in again in the morning and pull it out, what's left of it, the remnant. Usually there's just a little ring of zucchini left. So I'm going to do a product review and let you guys know how it's working out and how well the plecos like it. You know, if they don't like it and if they're not going to utilize it, then it doesn't matter how neat it looks. It's, you know, it's kind of a bust. So hopefully they love it because it's a little on the pricey side. You're going to have to kind of excuse me. I may not be doing as many updates as I'd like to. I've got my Bengal kitty sick. She's got some issues going on with her liver. It looks like she's got an inflammatory liver disease. So I have to take her to a specialist in Sarasota next week, and they're going to have to do a needle biopsy, and we'll go from there and see how we're going to go about treating her. She's a really sweet cat, and hopefully we can get her liver healthy again. It just depends on what they find with the needle biopsy. And I've been through this before with other cats, and it's kind of touch and go, and it's kind of a really tough disease to deal with. But we're keeping our fingers crossed because otherwise she's still eating, she's still active, so that's a good sign. So you may not hear from me for a week or two because I've got, you know, a lot of other things on the burner right now. But that's my quick update, so thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.